Chamber of Commerce Young Professional of the Year Award recipient, and Dr. Aubin with that exciting presentation.
I get to do this?
Well, whoever.
I think Brett Stark is going to come up and talk to us about it, but Eric, why don't you make your way forward? And I see that you brought your beautiful family with you. So if they want to come up closer so we can get a really good picture for Twitter, that would be awesome.
Come on up. Come join Dad.
It's an honor to be here tonight and recognize Eric for all the wonderful things he does day in and day out to support not only the curriculum office but all the students and teachers here in Frederick County. I want to thank the Chamber of Commerce for offering this award and recognizing all of the young professionals in Frederick County. I can tell you the list of finalists was truly impressive. They took a large number of applications, narrowed it down to 5 folks, and Eric was selected. This wasn't the typical nomination process where you just fill out an application and keep your fingers crossed and hope someone wins. It was quite intensive, and on Eric's part as well, it involved some writing pieces on his end and some face-to-face interviews. And they said after they got done interviewing him, he just nailed it. I'd like to just go through a couple things that Eric has done since his time here in Frederick County, and then talk a little bit about his leadership, and then we'll recognize him with an official award. So Eric started in 2005 as a teacher here in Frederick County, and in 2012 moved into the role of coordinator for career and technology education. We often laugh in our curriculum meetings that he's our only millennial that represents our curriculum department, but it is quite impressive to get to the level of curriculum specialist and coordinator at such an early young age, hence the Young Professional of the Year Award. So this particular award recognizes not only your work in the field, but your service and your leadership and your passion. Both Eric's teachers, parents are teachers, hence I think where a lot of his passion comes from. Eric, along with his work in the curriculum department and with teachers and students, he's also a leader in the community. He serves as a small group leader in his church. He serves as the assistant general manager for the Mid-Atlantic Red Sox, the head baseball coach for the Mid-Atlantic Red Sox, and is involved in many of our baseball camps throughout the summer as well. In 2011, he received the Ideal 21st Century Classroom Grant as a teacher. He wrote this grant when he was teaching at Walkersville Middle School, and it basically transformed the entire classroom into a 21st learning experience. He wrote a grant where we could put computers inside of the classroom. He was the first one, you could say, to probably go one-to-one in his classroom. He eliminated the front of the classroom and put projectors up all over to reach all learners. His work in the curriculum department most recently, I'll just go through a couple accolades. In 2013, one of the programs that he supervises, the biomedical science program, was named the most outstanding secondary CTE program in Maryland. He also recently wrote what we call Lab 21, which is the Learn, Apply, Build 21st Century Skills course. He wrote the Foundations of Computer Science course, the Cisco Networking Academy. He has transformed our life skills curriculum to be more 21st century and teach more concepts like dietary analysis and nutrition. To take a step back and look at him and where he's grown just in the last few years, it's truly impressive to see someone so young in their career understand all the nuances and everything that's involved to be a curriculum specialist. You really have to understand the many different stakeholders, how to outreach to the parents, to the community, the importance of getting stakeholder buy-in from your principals and your teachers. It's not easy to lead a program with so many courses and at so many levels, but yet you don't directly supervise them. You don't get to see them on an everyday basis. Eric's teachers believe in him. He values the voice of the teacher in everything that he does. He's constantly in classroom. He gets the big picture of the instructional teaching and learning process. So he's a great team member to have on CII. He's a huge asset to Frederick County. And at this point, I'd like to just congratulate Eric as the Young Professional of the Year.
Like some comments?
Absolutely. Just thank you so much, Dr. Albin, President Young, members of the board. Thank you for taking the time to recognize me tonight. Also like to thank Elizabeth Cromwell, the Chamber of Commerce, particularly Megan Butler and the Generation Connect Committee. And also like to take this opportunity to thank some other folks. First and foremost, my family, especially my wife, Laurie. Thank you so much for your support. And as well as CII leadership team, Kevin Cuppett, Brett Stark, George Seaton, as well as Christine Pearl, Norm McGackey, Brenda Blumenauer, all of my colleagues in CII, and certainly, all of the career and technology education teachers. Without all of them, winning an award like this just simply is not possible. So thank you very much.
Congratulations. I want to add my congratulations. I did have the privilege of visiting your classroom at Walkersville Middle a number of years ago, and again, to see the things that you did to engage the students, and that's what it's about. It's having knowledge is one thing, but being able to get students excited about receiving and learn when they don't even know they're learning because they're going through experiments and what they're doing. That's what you could see in that classroom. And now finding a way to continue to spread that throughout the whole school system in your position and have that excitement about being active in STEM activities is very exciting for us as a school system. So congratulations.
Thank you.
Dr. Bengali, and we'll come down the row.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
I think you are conducting one of our golden program, I call it CTE. And you are what I would describe as 21st century educator. So all the best to you and to your students and everybody else. Thank you.
Thank you.
Eric, we were here when Dr. Albin got the news that you were awarded the award over just across at the Delaplane.
Yes.
And that was exciting then, but I think the choice was obvious for us when we saw the list of folks, and just knowing your commitment to bringing the best to our students and our teachers and our families. I want to thank you for your energy and your commitment to a high level of engagement for everyone. And that level of excellence that you expect from yourself trickles down to everybody around you. So we appreciate your leadership greatly.
Thank you.
I'd just like to say that I have not been on the board very long, only about a year and a half, and I really make a point as a technology person myself to make it out to all of our competitions and our fairs, and literally everywhere I go, no matter where it's held, you're the face that I see, and you're the friendliest greeter, and you clearly have an enthusiasm, and it's funny to hear people talk about through the trajectory of your career that I think that has been there always, in the classroom, in the office, in the mall. And I think it's such a great example for our kids, and that is exactly the kind of energy that we want to sort of, spread through our school system to our kids, to our staff, to our teachers. And so I'm really very proud that you won the Young Professional Award. I think you're a great representative of our school system, so thank you for all your hard work. And I agree that your family is the first on the list to thank, because when anybody has a laundry list of activities like yours, I know there are some people at home that are taking very good care of you.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you.
Sure, congratulations. I think it's such a statement, too, for an educator to be chosen as the Chamber's Young Professional of the Year. What a good statement for educators across our county. So thanks so much.
Yes, thank you.
Congratulations.
And Eric, I think you personify the CTE teacher of today. You really understand and put into practice college and career readiness for all our kids. I'm like Ms. Cusimano, every place I go that there's anything to do with career technology, education, there's Eric. I don't know how you do it, but I do want to thank you for a really nice experience out at Newmarket Middle School last week in the Hour of Code. There you were, and you were right on it. And really, it's really exciting to see. Not only do I know you do the administrative part of your job, and you do it well, but you really do well with kids. You just really do well with kids. And I always think that some of our best people, they move up in the organization, they have to get farther away from kids, but you don't seem to be doing that. So thank you for your commitment.
Thank you.
And Katie, I think that's the key, is that you do stay so connected to the classroom, and you have really kind of revolutionized some of what we're doing at middle school, and that's the preparing for the future part of this award, and everything you've endeavored to do is so incredibly conscientious, thoughtful, your enthusiasm, your energy that you bring. And of course, as Brett's reading down the list, I mean, of course, Biomed is one of my incredibly favorite program. It has been an absolute honor to work with both you and Christine, especially the last year. We've gone through a lot together these last 4 years as I think about where you started, and I've seen that growth through with working with C&I, and the ideas that you've brought have been absolutely amazing. But what I really appreciate is what Colleen said, is that your openness, your enthusiasm every time that I speak with you, every time that we're on the committee together, it is incredible. And the support and the rapport that you and Christine have working together, it's just fabulous. So congratulations. Of course, I thought you were the hands down winner no matter what, but thank you. And thank you again to your family, because we do, as board members, we do try to get out a lot in the evenings, and it is a lot for families. And so kids, thank you too. Thank you for sharing your daddy with us. Thank you.
Dr. Alban?
Thank you.
Well, Eric, we're going to make you stand there and be embarrassed just a little bit more.
Oh, boy.
When Eric first came to central office, I sort of challenged him by saying, I'm looking forward to seeing you take our career and technology education program to the next level. And we expect excellence everywhere, and this gentleman has delivered, and he took those words very seriously, and he reminds me of those now and then as he steps forward. But I want to echo what Ms. Barrett said, because I think to have the business community recognize an educator as the Young Professional of the Year, and Mr. Young and I know many of those finalists who are in that competition with you because they sit in our Rotary Club, and they had very, very impressive resumes. So that's almost like a double win in and of itself, that you won the award, but that you were an educator who won that award is just so powerful. So we are incredibly proud of you, and we're glad that you're young and you have all of this energy, because we intend to take advantage of that for a long, long time. And congratulations not only to Eric, but to his family as well. Thank you very much for sharing him with us. We're proud of you, Eric.
Eric, if I could ask you we'd like to shake your hand, so if you could walk
Yes.
around.
Thank you so much.